Hello.
Hello. Eagle Point Bravo. Sorry, I stopped talking. My Shatner rest pauses. From Red Question Mark 1, we can basically see CP5, CP4, CP3. So once we know that that's clear, that next phase will be to maneuver the vehicle up to known point Bravo. And I'm just putting little, like, I know they're ambush markers, but it's just for now it makes sense. And we can kind of move it to like where we see fit, etc. As somewhat of a blocking force for anything else, if any QRF are coming from one's HQ down up the MSR. If we don't, because again, the elevation from question mark 1 to question mark 2 is so great, we don't necessarily need to head in that direction unless we see things that are, unless we for sure see baddies posted up inside there, but I'd rather use standoff at distance to kind of shoot and kill as many of those fuckers as we can. So that's phase 1, is just controlling that area. Once those areas are controlled, we'll set up some ORPs and we'll name them as such when we get there. We go into phase 2, which is going northwest, as we can see on the MSR. This I am going to put phase lines in only for the fact of sweeping such a big general area can cause confusion. Whoops, Daisy.
Jesus Christ.
It's not as massive as...
No, I know.
I know, it's just, look, it's like, oh my lord. But,
So are we venturing as far out into the trees on either side of that?
That is a great question. I'm glad you asked. Why can I not rename this thing? Sorry, guys. 1 second. Thank you. It's going to be the same kind of way when we've been working on Peely Island. We're going to apply those same kind of principles of picking a side. Picking a side more than likely will operate on the left side of the road. Reason for this is twofold. One, from yesterday's operations, from Friday's Frago, we know that there was an elimination of some stuff up and around this area. JFO can confirm it or where we find the thermals, but we want to keep at least the infantry on the side at which we know bad guys are possible on. It'll be a quick sweep, running through with, again, this might change completely based upon what we find on the ground, but for now, we'll say relatively close with the vehicle moving from there. And we can move those markers as need be. We want to be ahead of the vehicle, always practicing our mechanized warfare stuff that we've kind of gone with over the course of the PTP, and bring to bear the guns as possible or where possible. So that's phase 2. I'm just doing a sweep. It's very misleading, actually. When you zoom in, it's the max distance of, let's say for phase 1 is like 450 meters. Sorry, 500 meters, 550. So it'll be fine and handleable, especially because we'll be able to see stuff and hoping to engage from Red Question Mark 1. Just to go back to phase 1 just for a quick second. For you, Cowbell, if we need to or want to bring the vehicle up, I'm just going to demonstrate it. We can always plop it up there to bring to bear rounds, and that might be actually something that we will do.
Okay.
You know what? I will temporarily put that up, and I'll call that a by fire. But it could be, it might be completely. We'll move that if not needed.
Where is this?
If you look back at Red Question Mark 1, I just went back to phase 1 just momentarily because I just thought, there might be a better way to do this.
Oh, this
but that's I just put SPF. That's relative. Going to phase 2. Sorry, phase 3. Again, we'll recollapse ourselves back to KP Bravo, and or likely move back into Red Question Mark 1 if we name it an ORP. And then we'll start sweeping down towards ORP Plantation with no further south than LOA, the LOA grid as noticed. Upward.
You're a lot quieter now,
And or
made sense that.
likely move. Hi, sorry, can you hear me? Hello?
Yep.
Hello.
Hi. So it will be, again, it is not, if you look from the ORP Plantation all the way towards where I put this big circle that's yellow, squigglies, it's only a distance of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 500 meters.
Where's your squigglies? What channel are you
I
in?
just deleted
I don't see them either.
Oh, okay.
There it is. I just deleted it. You see them now? Yellow squigglies directly east of ORP Plantation.
Negative.
Nope.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Really? You can't see.
You drive like over here?
Like, are we talking where I've just drawn?
I don't see where you're drawing.
Jesus Christ.
That's fine. I'll put a marker.
Okay. Just let us know when the marker's placed.
2 seconds. Big exclamation point coming at you with in blue. Upside down exclamation mark. Do you see that?
Nope. Do you see my question mark?
No, I don't.
Well, I think we can adequately say it's fucked.
Cool. I guess it just broke. Everybody can see
Well,
my other markers.
Take your
though.
word for it. Yeah.
I think it broke around when you were placing the other SPF marker.
Yeah, I think so
Nice.
too.
Okay.
I think that's why I was confused. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So.
I
No
don't see
worries.
PL5 either, so I
that's
might have broke then.
That's fine. So just for reference, and I'll place this marker. Nobody will be able to see it because nobody knows where the MagTF talk is currently. I'll just put a join marker. Hopefully it shows in game. If not, it'll be
I
hilarious.
would fix it up in game. Just I would delete them for now, and then when we get in, I would go ahead and fix them up in game and share check with us.
It'll be on the far. You'll see it. The 3 flags is normal. It'll be on the far west side of Fob Bush. So we'll just meet there. And yeah, we'll talk about phase 3 after because it really is going to be standing off at a distance and just killing the fuck out of these guys, which is always a plus. So yeah, any questions, BAP, from at least at this point?
Yeah. So the marker where I've put, can you see it to the north of CP2?
Yes, I can.
So I put that ages ago when you were talking. That is a concern that's been raised by Arma previously. If infantry are all moving up to 1 and Arma is on its own looking down the MSR, the possibility of forces coming from the north is a great concern, I would say. Furthermore, the fact that we're fighting a parachute regiment brings that more to the surface for the fact that they could be dropped in there, and the fact that they've got QRF within 15 minutes further compounds that. So that would be my only concern, as well as possibly coming from the southeast as well. So my concern is leaving the vehicle on its own like that, especially in AAV.
Let's use it the same way we did in Dynamo, where we when we took that fob in the south of the main island. We'll have it then come with us when we dismount at that 1-1 marker at CP2. Come up with us and move to the SPF, or don't crest if it's not good.
Well,
Cowbell?
Kaibo, what do you think?
I agree with you, BAP, but moving with you also is obviously dangerous because they just could hit us from behind if north is a concern. But I mean, what else do you do really? Well, I don't know how open it is because if it's a bunch of trees, I'm pretty useless. I don't have thermals in the AV, so.
It's quite open, especially south of Red Question Mark 1.
Okay.
You'll have good lines of sight into Red Question Mark 3. It's a little bit more clogged up, but it's not like Tanoa density. We're out of the. It'll be Less dense than episode 3, if that kind of, for reference, makes sense.
Well, I'm actually looking at it. It's only from the support by fire to the red question mark's only like 100 meters. So, I mean, you could have HQ sitting by the vehicle looking north, maybe,
Yep, we can do that.
just to cover that avenue.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
works.
another thing as well, depending on what we encounter here at number one, like a lot of this is, kind of play it by ear, but we could have one of our fire teams staying with the vehicle whilst another moves up. Then, when the other one's up there and determines whether or not it's a shithole, then we can make further movements either with the vehicle and the infantry going at the same time, or the vehicle going first and infantry following. So basically, like a sandwich, which should hopefully be slightly better.
Speaking of shitholes, the water on the map there, do we have any idea how deep that is? Are we talking rivers, lakes, or is this just like swampy ground?
Depends. Around red question mark 2, it would be a little bit more deeper. If you look directly southeast of red question mark 1, that's more swampy. There's a lot more swamp than there is deep, but definitely around red question mark 2, there's depth in there.
Because if we sweep just a little bit in this area right here,
We can't see your dot.
Can't see.
oh right. The area in between CP1 and the green, or the red diamond northwest of that, like I don't know quite how big that is, but we could potentially sweep that before, if we can expect that river thingy to offer some potential barrier. But I mean, obviously the AI can just swim across it with fucking heavy weapons for some reason, but
The area
There's a
north of that
land
river
bridge
is clear
anyway.
right now.
To the east,
okay.
right slap bang in the middle.
Right.
But it is a good point.
I was
It
a bit
is.
too zoomed out to see the land bridge.
Oh, no worries.
In the Frago, that river was walkable. Like we didn't have to swim it. So
Okay.
So yeah, I got a couple more. Kaibo, if at any point you need us in a certain position to make you safer, just shout, and we'll gladly do so, because you're probably more vulnerable than us. In terms of
Hello?
Yep.